We assess that the Chinese Communist Party, or CCP, under President Xi Jinping, will continue efforts over the next year to achieve Xi's vision of making China the preeminent power in East Asia and a major power on the world stage. What is perhaps most concerning is that the CCP is increasingly convinced that it can only fulfill Xi's vision at the expense of U.S. power and influence, and through tools of coercion, using demonstrations of strength, as well as economic and political coercion to compel governments to acquiesce to the CCP's preferences, including the land, sea, and air claims in the region and its assertions of sovereignty over Taiwan. And the relationship between the United States and China has consequently become more challenging. Xi's public reference to America's suppression of China in March of this year reflects his longstanding distrust of U.S. goals and his belief that the United States seeks to contain China. Xi's speech was the most public and direct criticism that we have seen from him to date, and probably reflects growing pessimism in Beijing about China's relationship with the United States, as well as his growing worries about the trajectory of China's domestic economic development and indigenous technology innovation, which he now seeks to blame on the United States. And China's leaders are focused on spurring domestic economic growth this year, but in the long run, spurring indigenous technology innovation is paramount. President Xi remains confident that Beijing can innovate its way to the technological frontier, regardless of U.S. and allied restrictions, and that doing so will give China the competitive advantage that is crucial to achieving his vision for China as a world power. And the IC assesses that China's long-term economic growth will continue to decelerate because China's era of rapid catch-up growth is ending, and structural issues such as debt, demographics, inequality, over-reliance on investment and inadequate domestic consumption remain.